What's up, YouTube? This is PFC Review Tachi here to bring you another Bleach review. So this chapter starts off pretty much where I left off at. Uryuu is talking to Juabot, pretty much just asking why is he named the successor. Pretty much because no one knows him. Obviously it's going to create a lot of chaos within the Stern Ritter since this random new guy is the successor, and obviously he's not strong enough. And Juha pretty much just goes on to explain that Uryuu pretty much already knew the answer to his own question. He asked him, doesn't he remember when Juha was pretty much killing all the Quincy's or the half-breeds and all that fun stuff? And why he called Uryuu the last survivor. And then it clicks in like, oh. And Juha goes on to explain that Uryuu has he's pretty much like Gohan. He has so much hidden potential inside of him that at some point in time he will eventually be stronger than Juha. And so pretty much Uryuu realizes it and accepts it, and he says, "Very well, Your Majesty," and then it cuts off, and then you see we get introduced to even more Stern Ritter. They're all females. I don't necessarily remember talking about. And then we get introduced to Hashwa. He comes back and he gets asked, like, isn't he like the least bit mad that he's not the successor? And he's pretty much like the obedient dog. He's like, well, no, I'm not mad. That's what Master chose. And obviously he has a reason he wants chaos within Stern Ritter. And then it cuts off again, and we see Orihime. Apparently she has a meeting with pretty much the gang. And we see Chad, and Kyusuke's like, he's talking to Orihime, and Chad's like, oh great, you finally arrived, everyone's here. And she's like, everyone? And then we see like a half image of some mysterious guy behind Chad. And then it cuts to the end. So pretty much that's the chapter. And to me this chapter was pretty much fast paced, because like I said, you got Uryuu and Juha, we get introduced to more Stern Ritter, we see a little bit of Hashwa, and we see Orihime and Chad and a mysterious figure in the background. So it's kind of really fast paced for just one chapter, but this chapter is pretty viable. Like I said, we find out Uryuu, the weakest Quincy pretty much now, compared to the Stern Ritter, he's pretty much like the weakest Quincy ever. And even compared to Ichigo, who can do boot vein, and he can't even do boot vein or vein. So anyway, we find out that Uryuu he's pretty much exactly like Ichigo. He has hidden energy or hidden power that will make him insanely super strong. It's kind of, I don't know, it's almost hard to believe that he has so much energy that he'll be stronger than Juhabak. Like, Juhabak is pretty much top tier, top 3 strongest people in Bleach right now. And Uryuu, who has never shown potential to even beat Ichigo, or pretty much to me, never shown potential to even beat a captain class Shinigami, has so much energy inside him that he's going to be able to pretty much take the Goatee 13. I don't know, it's kind of mind-blowing to me. Like, I can't really foresee it. Like, I can understand that he's special, I guess, in a way, but I just can't imagine. Cause it's been like zero lead up. It's been like no lead up to tell how for you to even predict that Uryuu will be imaginably strong. Like in previous series, like I've named DBZ, we've had lead up to know that Gohan had insane energy inside him. But with Uryuu, it's just kind of like random. Like, he's always been in the show and he's always helped out and whatnot, But come on now, he has so much energy. He's gonna be stronger than freaking Juhabot. That's almost even hard to believe. But nonetheless, it is what it is. We'll see in the future. If he does eventually gain this power, the fight between him and Ichigo is gonna be pretty not climactic, but pretty catastrophic, because Ichigo is pretty much insanely strong right now, and if he trains and practices, which I hope he does, because he has pretty much a new weapon. So hopefully he trains, and Uryuu's going to train, so their fight's going to be pretty big. Anyway, we get introduced to more Stern Ritter. I think the reason why we get introduced to pretty much the alphabet of Stern Ritter is because I think in the future, I think there's going to be some training involved, but I think in the future there's pretty much going to be a war. Not like the previous one. Like the previous times when Society gets attacked, it just gets attacked, and then they leave, they rebuild it, and it's bam. But I think now they're pretty much setting up for like a real straight up war. Because it would really be no reason to introduce all the Stern Ritter if they're going to have like minor parts or little battles. So I think what Kubo is getting at, more or less, is after all the training gets done and all that fun stuff, I think there's going to be, like maybe within this 1 year mark, because we all know the whole Juhai 999 thing, I think after this 1 year mark, after everything is prepared, I think it's going to be pretty much a giant ass fight to the death between the Shinigami and Quincy, and it's going to finally get settled after 1,000 years. One of these races are pretty much, I think, going to be extinct. Either Shinigami or Quincy. That's just what I'm foreseeing in the future, because like I said, it'll be no reason to introduce every single Stern Ritter if they're just going to have minor roles in the story. So that's just what I'm thinking of it. I don't really got too much on Hashua. More or less, I just think Hashua is like insanely strong, and he may oppose Uryuu, but to me he's more of like what I said, he's pretty much just the loyal dog. Like whatever the master says he's gonna do. Like I don't really more or less think he has a mind of his own per se. Like he just follows order like the obedient soldier. And getting reintroduced, I guess, to Orihime and Chad and this mysterious figure in the background kind of makes you wonder like what they're going to do. I can't imagine, not even the least bit, that they've got so strong that they can compete with like top tier Stern Ritter. Obviously they've been training, but I mean they're not that strong to begin with. Like they're, to me, I think even Quincy's probably have a better chance of fighting anything versus Chad or Orihime. Like they're just special humans for the most part. So I highly doubt they play like a significant like fighting type role in the future. But obviously they have a role. If anything, they're just gonna help train Ichigo. And I'm wondering who this mysterious figure is, because like I said, we didn't really see a full figure. We pretty much just seen legs. And if you remember, months ago, which is even before I freaking left, when Ichigo was talking to Kyusuke, we seen like bits and parts of Grimmjow. So I'm thinking maybe this is Grimmjow. Like I said, you really can't tell too much because all we've seen is legs, and barely that. But I'm thinking, I mean, he said everyone is here. Ichigo obviously ain't here. Uryuu obviously ain't here. And that's pretty much the gang. Rukia ain't there. She's up in the Spirit World, or Spirit King's Palace, not Spirit World. Spirit King's Palace getting healed. So, I mean, the gang is pretty much Ichigo, Uryuu, Rukia, Orihime, and Chad. And 3 of those 5 were gone in various places. So, I mean, it's pretty limited to who it could be. So, I'm expecting it's either Grimmjow or maybe those horrible things called Fullbringers, if they're still Fullbringers. But like I said, we really didn't get enough picture to see what it was. So anyway, that's pretty much this video. Once again, I'm not going to say whether this chapter was good or bad. I'll leave it up to you. Feel free to comment below. Also, feel free to comment on just my videos itself. Feel free to critique me. If you think my videos are good, feel free to comment on why you like it. And if you think my videos are not good, please, I think it's even more important, please tell me why you don't think my videos are good. So as always, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like, favorite, all that fun stuff. This is PFC Uryuu signing out.